Hello everyone, welcome to today's workshop on conflict resolution and effective communication. I'm your host Joseph, and I'm excited to guide you through strategies to help you constructively handle conflicts. Conflict is something that we all face, whether it's with school, with friends, or even at home. The key to conflict is knowing how to manage it effectively to maintain healthy relationships and reduce stress. Objectives of today's workshop. By the end of the session, you'll have learned how to enhance your communication skills, effective problem-solving techniques, and how to negotiate and resolve conflicts constructively. Let's start off by understanding why conflict resolution is so essential and what benefits it can bring to your life now and in the future. Why is conflict resolution important? It maintains strong relationships. Knowing how to resolve conflict helps preserve and strengthen your relationships. It also reduces stress. Approaching conflict calmly and effectively helps manage stress and prevents it from affecting other areas of your life. It also prepares you for the future. These skills are valuable in college, work environments, and adult life, where communication and collaboration are key. Conflict occurs when people have differing ideas, needs, or desires. It's important to understand that conflict is not always negative. It's how we handle it that matters. Types of conflict situations. There are personal conflicts, which are disagreements with family members or friends over personal matters. Social conflicts, which are conflicts involving different views or beliefs within your friend groups. And academic conflicts, which is disagreements during group projects or classroom discussions. Common causes of conflict. Let's break down the most common triggers of conflict. Miscommunication. Misunderstandings often happen due to unclear or incomplete communication. For example, when a message is misinterpreted or when people assume things without clarifying first. Opposing goals. Conflicts arise when people have different desires. For instance, you might want to hang out with your friends while your parents expect you to stay home and study instead. Peer pressure. Pressure from your friends, whether to conform to certain behavior or take sides, can lead to conflict. Competition. Whether you're competing for grades, recognition, or relationships, those all can create conflict and rivalry and tension. Can anyone share a time where they experienced conflict due to one of these reasons? How did you handle it?
Go ahead.
Yes, go ahead.
Wait,
Oh, that's okay, it's fine, take your time. Just
I
one.
have
Yes,
an
go
example.
ahead.
One time I really wanted, I suggested that we went somewhere. I wanted to go to this restaurant really bad, and my sister wanted to go somewhere else. So we had a little bit of a disagreement there, and we were arguing a bit, but ultimately I think we did come to an agreement to go somewhere. That was her choice because I gave in.
Great,
Yeah.
great. Thank you for sharing. Anyone
Yeah.
else?
Yeah, this has absolutely happened to me. I was feeling some peer pressure from my friends because they all told me they wanted to go to Santa Cruz late at night at like midnight, and my parents, when I was younger, they told me I couldn't stay out past 11. So I was in conflict as to what I should do about that. I didn't know how to handle it. Getting pressure from my friends and my parents at the same time.
Wow, that's definitely tough, and thank you so much for sharing with the group. Anyone else? Yeah, sure.
One time I wanted to play a board game with my brother, but he wanted to do something else. So instead we made up something.
Okay, great. Thank you for sharing. Yes, over here.
Yeah, I would say miscommunication is a regular occurrence in our household.
Mm-hmm.
That generally, and frequently people use, myself included, incomplete statements to describe what they want or don't want, and are responded to incomplete statements so that neither party is really aware of what the other person is asking, and they're still thinking about what they want to hear.
Gotcha. Thank you so much for sharing. Anyone else? All right. There are many different approaches to resolving conflicts. Some of these can include avoiding, which is stepping away from the conflict without addressing it. A pro of avoiding is that it gives you time to cool down, but it often leaves issues unresolved. Another one is accommodating, letting the other person get what they want, even if it means compromising your own needs. Letting the other person get what they want, even if it means compromising your own needs. A pro for this would be that it preserves the relationship in the short term, but a con is it can lead to resentment if you overuse it. Number 3, compromising. Finding a middle ground where both parties give up something. A pro for this one is an often quick and the most practical response, although neither side may feel completely satisfied. Number 4, competing. Striving to win the argument at the other person's expense. A pro for this one is that it's effective in situations where a quick decision is needed, although it can damage relationships if used too frequently. Number 5, collaborating. Working together to find a win-win situation. Pros, it builds stronger relationship and trust, but it requires time and effort from both sides. Now, let's talk through the 5-step process for resolving conflict efficiently. Number 1, pause and think. Take a moment to breathe and collect your thoughts before reacting. This helps prevent impulsive and emotional responses. A tip is to practice mindfulness techniques to stay calm in stressful situations. Number 2, show empathy. Understand the other person's perspective. Empathy involves recognizing their feelings and expressing that you care. Number 3, use I statements. Communicate how you feel without placing blame. For example, instead of saying, "You never help with projects," try using, "I feel overwhelmed when I don't get supported during these projects." Number 4, find solutions together. Collaborate and brainstorm solutions that address both parties' needs. Aim for ideas that create a win-win situation. And finally, number 5, follow up. Once a solution is agreed upon, check in after a few days to ensure that the resolution is still working well. Now, we are going to do a fun interactive activity. Here are the directions. Pair up with a partner, and each pair will be given a scenario, such as you and your friend disagree on what activity to do during lunch, or you feel left out when your friend makes plans without you. The first person will practice expressing their feelings using an I statement. For example, "I feel hurt when I'm not included in plans because it makes me think my friendship is not valued." The partner will practice responding with empathy. "I'm sorry to hear that you felt that way. I didn't realize it affected you that way."
Hi, Mason. So, I really want to try this new restaurant tonight, the spaghetti place.
Oh, but I want to go to a burrito place that I really like.
I understand that you feel like burritos tonight, but I would really prefer that we can go to the spaghetti place.
I want to go hiking today.
That's great, but I want to play video games today.
How about we just go up there for about 20 minutes?
You know, I'm really busy on my video games. I'm not sure I want to do that.
Well, I feel like unwanted when you only want to play video games.
That's crushing to me. I don't want you to feel like that. I do want to play video games, but maybe we can go for a virtual hike.
How about we just reschedule?
Well, when do you want to reschedule for?
On Sunday.
I'm busy on Sunday. I have to watch football. Is there another day?
Tuesday.
Tuesday sounds good. I'd love to go hiking with you on Tuesday.
Okay.
I heard the museum's having this really cool exhibit this weekend. I think we should go. I really want to go to this museum.
But I really wanted to go to the Giants game instead.
No, I understand why you want to go since I think it's their last game of the season, but I'm really excited about this. But I understand where you're coming from, where you want to go to the game instead.
So I really want to go on a road trip and explore towns near us.
I'm not really feeling up to that today.
Well, I feel like you just don't want to spend time with me and that you're not really caring about my interests.
No, I want to spend time with you. I'm just not really feeling as energetic today as Amy and
I understand that, so maybe we can reschedule and try to do that sometime else.
Sure, that sounds good.
Okay, what a fun activity that was. I hope you guys enjoyed it a lot.
So fun.
I'm gonna ask, what was challenging about using I statements, and how did it feel to respond empathetically? Go ahead.
I found it challenging to like really consider the other person's perspective and really think about how they were feeling versus just thinking about how I'm feeling, because I'm used to just jumping straight into my opinion instead of really listening and putting myself in their shoes.
Yes.
One hard thing about empathy is usually you have to kind of take it slow and kind of like what Lola was saying, you want to like jump to it and you want to have an easy solution, but usually the easy way is not always the right way.
Gotcha. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, so as far as using the I statement goes, I found that a little bit troubling because I wanted to just say, let's go to spaghetti, rather than I want to do this, I feel this way. So I had to really think about using the I statement.
Thank you so much for sharing. Yes.
Yeah, it's, I find the biggest challenge is when empathy is not always a two-way street. You know, it's, you can give I statements, and you know, if the other person's not ready to listen, or vice versa, if you're not ready to listen, then it's something that like kind of goes back to the earlier statements of, you know, feeling like you're always the person that compromises, or you don't always get, you know, what, you know, it's not, that communication isn't going back and forth, it's just stopping in one direction.
Gotcha. Thank you so much for sharing. So, resolving conflicts effectively has numerous benefits. It can strengthen relationships. When conflicts are resolved in a healthy way, relationships become stronger. It builds trust. People trust you more when they know you are able to handle disagreements respectfully. It boosts your confidence. Successfully navigating conflict increases your confidence in dealing with future challenges. Encourages better teamwork. Your ability to communicate openly leads to more collaborative work and shared success. Let's review. How do you calmly solve a conflict? Remember to breathe, use I statements, show empathy, collaborate on solutions, and follow up. Why do we use I statements? To express feelings without blaming others and to keep communication constructive. Why should we be empathetic during conflict? Empathy helps both parties feel heard and respected. Key takeaways. Conflict is a natural part of life, but with the right communication tools, it can be managed in a way that strengthens relationships and reduces stress. Thank you all for participating. I hope you'll take what you've learned today and apply it to your everyday interactions. Remember, effective communication and empathy are keys to resolving conflict and building lasting relationships.
Yay!
Thanks, Jessica. That was good for us.